I stood frozen, watching my beloved home collapse into the river below, demolished on the orders of an HOA president who didn't know my brother had just become Chief Justice of the state's Supreme Court. But when Victoria tries one final act of vengeance with gasoline and a match, will her desperate revenge destroy the community we fought to rebuild? The trouble began in serene Willow Creek, where the roar of a bulldozer shattered my morning coffee ritual. Victoria Hamilton, HOA president, stood outside my cottage, her sharp ponytail unmoved by the breeze. "Mr. Carter," she called, her smile cold. "We need to address your violations." I stepped onto my porch, the creaky boards a reminder of my late wife, Emily, who loved their charm. "What now, Victoria?" I asked. She pointed at my mailbox. "That red color violates our handbook. Page 12, Section 3. Mailboxes must be navy or charcoal. It was the third complaint this week. Yesterday, my birdhouse was too rustic. The day before, my wind chimes were disruptive. This mailbox has been here for 20 years, I said, keeping my cool. Victoria's eyes glinted. New rules were passed last month. You have 48 hours to fix it, or it's $150 daily fines. She glanced at Emily's lavender garden. And those non-native plants are next. My chest tightened. Those lavenders stay. Emily planted them. Victoria didn't flinch. Rules don't bend for sentiment, Mr. Carter. The board meets tonight. As she left, my phone rang, my brother Michael, calling about his Chief Justice ceremony tomorrow. I didn't mention the HOA mess. You okay, Tom? He asked. Just neighbor stuff, I lied. That afternoon, a letter arrived. The HOA demanded I remove Emily's garden for water ordinance violations, threatening landscaping action in 24 hours. I visited Harold, a retired attorney next door. They can't do this legally, he said, sipping tea. Those lavenders predate the rules, and your rain barrels comply. He showed me plans for Willow Creek's Phase 2, luxury condos where my cottage stood. Victoria's husband works for the developer, Harold whispered. They want your land. My stomach churned. This wasn't about rules, it was personal. The next morning, as I left for Michael's ceremony, Victoria appeared with a bulldozer crew. Routine improvements, she said sweetly. Nothing near your property. The driver avoided my gaze. No work on my land, I warned, but her smile was predatory. Enjoy your brother's day, Mr. Carter. In my rearview mirror, I saw the bulldozer inching closer to my lot. I should have stayed, but Michael needed me. I never imagined my home would be gone by nightfall. Returning that evening, I found police lights and whispering neighbors. My cottage was rubble, half submerged in the river. What happened? I gasped. Victoria, eerily calm, handed me a paper. Your home was deemed unsafe today. We voted for emergency demolition. My voice broke. This was my life, Emily's dresses, our photos, her ashes. Officer Daniels, a family friend, looked uneasy. They had permits. Harold pushed forward. Fake permits. I checked with the county. No demolition was approved. Victoria smirked. Our bylaws protect us, page 38. Paragraph 5. Rage surged. You'll hear from my lawyer. I spat. She shrugged, adding, Oh, and your mailbox and lavenders are gone. Violations cleared. Clara, a nurse across the street, snapped photos. This isn't right, she shouted. We didn't vote for this. Victoria snapped. The board did. As I stumbled away, my phone rang. Michael, worried I'd left his ceremony early. They bulldozed my house. I choked. Everything's gone. His tone hardened. Don't sign anything. I'm coming. Victoria, watching from her porch, had no idea the storm Michael would bring. At dawn, Michael arrived in his judicial robes, the weight of his new title clear. Victoria, stepping outside, froze at the sight of his official car. Harold grinned. That's Justice Michael Carter, And you just destroyed his brother's home. Her face paled. In Michael's office, he raged, toppling a photo of us hiking. They bulldozed your house over a mailbox. I showed him the violation notices. No mention of demolition. Michael canceled his week, calling judges, sheriffs, and prosecutors. Criminal trespass, property destruction, fraud, he listed, his voice steel. Back at Willow Creek, police tape surrounded my lot. Victoria, in a silk robe, stormed over as the sheriff handed her a summons. Emergency hearing at 2 p.m. For unauthorized demolition, he said. She scoffed. I'll call my lawyer. Michael donned his robes in the street. Mrs. Hamilton, I've recused myself, but every judge knows what you did. Neighbors gaped as a news van arrived. Clara had tipped them off, sharing demolition footage. Detectives seized Victoria's files, her husband, Richard, panicking nearby. In court, Judge Larson, a no-nonsense woman, glared at Victoria. The demolition clause in your bylaws appeared this month. Explain. Victoria's lawyer fumbled as Clara's recordings and Harold's financial records revealed $390,000 siphoned to Richard's shell company. That night, Victoria tried fleeing, but police stopped her. Assets frozen, travel banned. Neighbors gathered, finally speaking out, fines for unmowed lawns during chemo, penalties for kids' bikes. She started small, Harold said, showing rigged contracts tied to Victoria's family. The climax came at 3 a.m. When my phone pinged, security footage showed a hooded figure with a gas can at my rebuilding site. Michael, it's Victoria! I yelled, dialing 911. Flames licked the lumber as we arrived, police lights flashing. Drop the gas! An officer shouted. Victoria lit a match, screaming. If I can't have this land, no one will. Richard ran to her. Victoria, stop! An officer tackled her, the match fizzling in the rain. She confessed on camera, admitting a $60,000 developer bribe. Neighbors watched, stunned, as she was cuffed. Victoria's trial was swift. Guilty of fraud, conspiracy, destruction, and attempted arson, she got 18 years and owed restitution. Richard, divorced and remorseful, sold their home, donating half to my rebuild. By spring, my new cottage stood, neighbors furnishing it with donations. Clara found Emily's locket in the river, and a stone bench honored her lavender. Where unity blooms. At the housewarming, Michael toasted. To communities that fight bullies. The new HOA charter, signed by all, declared. Homes, not power. Victoria wrote Harold from prison, claiming regret. I looked at my reborn home, stronger than before. Sometimes, loss reveals what matters. But whispers of the developer's upstream project loomed. Could it flood Willow Creek? That's a fight for another day. What do you think? Was Victoria pure evil, or a victim of greed? Share your thoughts below, and let's debate. Where's the line between enforcing rules and abusing power? Like and subscribe for more stories of justice and betrayal. Don't miss the next one.